Hey guys, and welcome to Dainty Bite. Want to impress your friends and family with a great turkey breast recipe that is so moist and so well seasoned? Join me and let me show you how, and let's get started. This is a 7.5-pound turkey breast, and as you can see, I'm slicing it and it's so juicy and moist. Let's get started with the recipe. I'm gonna start, of course, by brining the turkey. I'm doing a wet brine, a very simple one. And this is the first step to ensure a very moist turkey. I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of salt, 1 teaspoon of whole allspice. If you don't have a whole allspice, you can use black peppercorns, or you can absolutely use nothing at all. Add 3 bay leaves, and I'm gonna keep it really simple with the brine. I'm gonna add flavor to the turkey later. I'm gonna add some hot boiling water. I'll be leaving all the amounts, the exact amount for the brine and all the ingredients in the description box below, so check it out. Mix to dissolve the sugar and salt, and I'm gonna add a couple slices of lemon, or you can totally add orange slices if you prefer. That's all the flavoring I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait for the brine to cool completely before I add the turkey. You can expedite the process by adding some ice cubes, or you can wait for it to come to room temperature. You're gonna add the turkey, cover, and refrigerate overnight. Don't forget to rinse the turkey very well under running water before you add it inside the brining water. It's been resting in the fridge overnight for about 12 hours. I remove it from the brine. I'm gonna give it a quick rinse to remove the extra salt and sugar. I pat dry it with a paper towel and I let the turkey drain. For a great flavor, I recommend making some compound butter, and I'm using a whole block of butter, 226 grams, room temperature. Chop some fresh herbs, rosemary, sage, and thyme. Give them a very fine chop. Add the herbs to the butter. You're gonna add some salt, black pepper, maybe some garlic. I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic, chopped finely. Set aside to prep some veggies. I'm prepping some parsnip, carrots, onion, celery, and some garlic. And I'm chopping 2 cloves of garlic to add to the compound butter. I cut the veggies into bigger size pieces. I'm gonna add them to the bottom of the pan. If you like my recipes and want to see more, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my recipes. The compound butter is ready. All I have to do is mix everything in. It has the herbs, the garlic, the salt and pepper. And here's the turkey. I'm gonna add some salt and black pepper on top of the skin of the turkey. I'm gonna lift the skin and I'm gonna try to stuff most of the butter underneath the skin. I'm gonna leave some for later. This will ensure moist and flavorful turkey. I moved the veggies to a good sized deep pan. I added a couple cinnamon sticks, some bay leaves, and rosemary. I'm gonna lightly season with salt, pepper, and a touch of vegetable oil. Mix well and then add the turkey. I'm gonna cook the turkey upside down for the first half an hour. This will ensure the turkey breast will stay moist. Cover well with some foil paper and you're gonna start baking. I preheated the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So I start cooking at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. 5 minutes later, I'm gonna turn down the heat to 325 degrees Fahrenheit and let it cook for half an hour. This is the turkey half an hour later. I turn it back right side up and continue cooking uncovered for another half an hour. I add the remaining compound butter on top of the turkey. If you have a convection oven, use it. The air circulation inside the oven will keep the meat so tender and juicy. The second half an hour, I'm gonna cook it uncovered, but the third half an hour, I'm gonna cook it covered. I'm gonna put back the foil. I don't want it to dry out. I check on it every half an hour. 1 hour, 40 minutes later, the turkey is perfectly cooked. I checked on the temperature and the inside temperature was 158 to 160, and that's when you want to remove it because it's going to continue cooking after you remove it from the oven. So you don't want to remove it at 165, it's going to be a little dry. And again, this is 7.5 pound turkey breast. Every oven is different, so the best way to check on it is to use a meat thermometer. You're gonna let it rest at least 20 minutes before slicing. Look at this tender, moist turkey breast and look at this beautiful spread. Take your turkey feast to a new level. Maybe try some sage-infused brown butter mashed potato, or maybe deglaze the pan with some white wine for a great gravy. Or maybe try this Middle Eastern rice recipe with so many nice spices like cardamom, allspice, cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. I'll leave the link to this recipe, to the rice recipe, in the description box below. I hope you give this turkey recipe a try. It is so good, moist and tender. And until next time, bon appétit!